Former India captain Saurav Ganguly is now joining me from Colombo itself. Saurav, you saw the action from pretty up close. Before I'd ask you about how much the conditions had changed, let's say for our bowlers, especially our spinners, overall your comments at this crushing loss for India.
Outbatted India, but outbowled India comprehensively.
Very rightly heard.
That's been pretty symbolic of the day, hasn't it? And this is as emphatic a win as any
25 run shot. They never got the momentum while batting. Australia picked regular wickets. You have to give credit to the Australian bowlers, the way they bowled, especially Pat Cummins on a wicket which was flat and there was not much for the quicks. I thought they bowled very well. Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins and Shane Watson. So Australia did a very good job on the field and did not allow India to get on with the game. Then the rain came in the middle, which I think didn't allow the spinners to grip the ball. Because if you look at the way Ravichandran Ashwin bowled, he hardly bowled any off spinners. It was just coming into the left-hander or going away from the right-hander. And what surprised me was they kept bowling short. So it just gives me a feeling that probably they were not being able to grip that ball, which allowed the Australians to get away with the game. Because if you look at it, there were how many sixes hit off the short ball, how many full tosses were bowled, which gave me a feeling that the seam was getting wet and the Indians were not being able to grip the ball.
But overall, Dada, would you say that India was just too buoyed by their success against England and perhaps they took the opposition a little too lightly in today's match? After all, Australia is not really the number 9 on the charts as their billing might say. And did you feel that they were too self-engrossed with what they could do against England but didn't keep that in perspective? All right, I believe there's some problem in the link, but Nikhil, would you say that, India just got so self-engrossed with the kind of result, their biggest T20 victory that they got against England, that they somehow forgot to keep it in perspective?
To be honest, I don't really think so. Yes, of course, they'd be very high on confidence after that victory against England, that 90-run victory. But at the end of the day, this is the business end of the tournament. And they will not try and take any side lightly, leave alone Australia in a T20 encounter. So I'm pretty sure that they took Australia not lightly. They wanted to go out there and put their best foot forward. But sometimes in sport it happens. I guess Australia were far, far better today than in comparison to India.
Right. Dada, coming to you now, this question of Virender Sehwag, of course, is hanging very heavily on MS Dhoni's mind and the team management's mind. Do you think that this result today is going to force perhaps MS Dhoni's hand, even if he doesn't want to completely, perhaps force his hand into bringing Virender Sehwag back?
See, it's not about just the composition of the team all the time. It's about also executing with whatever team you play. India executed superbly against England the other night, but
and this is as emphatic a win as any you will ever define.
India was like
141 for 1 from 14.5 overs. Australia won by 9
today.
Right, we're experiencing some problems with the link there. Perhaps the weather in Sri Lanka creating some problems. But the question of Virender Sehwag, Nikhil, it's a tough position for a captain to be in because Virender Sehwag is a big name. He's a huge player. He's a proven match winner. Yes, his current form was, under, and therefore we weren't too surprised. At least many weren't too surprised that he was benched. But what does MS Dhoni do now?
Well, I'll get to what Mahendra Singh Dhoni would want to do, or what he wants to do, or what is the right way forward that we think. But let me just break it down. Why you should have played Virender Sehwag? Well, you've got the two openers. You're playing in the first 6 overs. You're playing in the subcontinent. The conditions are such that you want to go out there and get the momentum for your side. You've got 3 fantastic match winners. You've got Rohit Sharma there, Yuvraj Singh, Suresh Raina. But where is your weakness lie? In the opening department. Now you are trying to put in a makeshift opener. You're weakening your weakness further. So there's no platform that has been set. And I'll leave the decision to the viewers, whoever's watching. To be honest, you need to play the 2 openers right at the top. Maybe one of the middle order batsmen can sit out, because if one of the 2 get going, Virender Sehwag especially, you know, he can run away with the game.
Hmm.
It's unfortunate that we don't have a third opener out there in Sri Lanka.
Yes, perhaps India should have, taken Ajinkya Rahane with them.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.